As we get set to drop the puck here in the first period, the puck pushed to the Seattle line for Hartman. Banking at the left boards to center ice to Pilling. Jammed at the Seattle bench. Comes back in the Seattle zone off a high stick. Who will touch it first? T-Bird's going to let, I should say the Royals are going to let the T-Birds touch it because they were the ones who high stick the puck. T-Birds trying to play it up the left boards out of the zone. Held at the point by the Royals. Wilson will spin it down the right wing and chased behind the net for Reshny. He's battling Hartman. He'll go blue line. Verhoff shot to traffic on net, kicked out by Ratzlaff, and Martirano with the pocket center ice for Pilling. He'll flick the puck onside. 42 than any other team in the WHL. But they've killed off quite a few recently as the Royals force the puck out to center ice. Kipke has to go back and get it, harassed by Cootes in front of the bench. Royals get the puck and look to take off the other way to center ice. Rolling back in his own zone. Isagai gets the drop pass on his stick and plays it onside on the near wing boards. Tip free. Gallant reaching back to play it. Goes to the blue line, and Kipke shot across. Nice Schwab doing the right thing matters. Royals with the puck in behind their own net. Miskey will work it to the far dashers. Chase to center ice. Trying to feed Kipke onside. It bounces away from him, goes behind the T-Bird net, and wrestling the puck away from Kipke was Ratzlaff. Cootes tied up, got the puck free on the stick of Mertka behind the T-Bird net. Seattle now on the power play for about a minute. Mertka lay it back to Cootes. To center ice, right wing. Angle into the zone on the near wall. Chase it down low. Getting pressured there by Miskey. Working around the far side dashers for Martirano. Stolen off his stick by Victoria. And they'll rim it down the left wing boards all the way back in the Seattle zone. 30 seconds to go on the Seattle man advantage. We played 4.5 minutes, first period. Here's Martirano to center ice. He'll flick the puck in. A race to get it. Won by Verhoff behind his own net. Try to get it out. Held by Cootes along the near wall. He'll go right to left up top. Gets it back. Skates in from the right circle. Looking to put a shot on it. He does. And that one tipped Royals. When you play one team 3 in a row, you get Cougars on your brain. Here comes Victoria. Stretch pass to center ice. Broken up by Mertka above the Seattle blue line. Tipped in by Trembecki. Bouncing by the T-Bird net. Ratzlaff will rim the glass. Tapped out to center ice. Martirano trying to get the puck onside for Pilling. Bounced away from his stick. Wilson and the Royals dump it in. A hard rim left to right. Played by Lazowski. Blue line shot to traffic, deflected wide. Cootes will sweep it out to center ice to Martirano. He'll break onside right wing. He'll just throw it to the net. It's covered outside. Seattle's Mertka. Big D-man will quickly play it ahead, trying to stretch it to Martirano. He couldn't get it on the puck, but he does skate into the zone first, so no icing. Won by the T-Birds in front. Looking for Pilling was Cootes. And he couldn't get the puck on his stick. It comes out to center ice. Played across the blue line offside, though. Comes into the game 19th in the Western Hockey League. Mertka, right wing boards. Centering across to Martirano on the feed from Cootes. He couldn't handle the pass. Marty gets it back on the right wing wall. He'll put a shot to the net. Jammed off the goaltender's pads by Dunn. It goes behind the net. Dunn trying to play from his knees, but could not. And the Royals will send it the length of the ice. The little things that just add up sometimes. It was a great feed by Cootes to Martirano. Just couldn't handle the puck. Puck in behind the T-Bird net. And Pilling will leave it on the stick of Cootes. He'll cut across his goal mouth. Worked it to center ice. Pilling onside through traffic to Cootes. Right boards Martirano up top to Mertka. Back to Marty on the near wall. Skates into the circle. Send it across to Cootes. Cootes chip it to the near circle. Martirano sends it in front. Knocked away by Krause. Picked up by Cootes. Trying to work it back in front to Pilling. A shot short side high. Martirano has it along the near boards. Work it across to Cootes. Knocks it down. Settles it on the far wall. Pressured by Reshny. And that is tied up at the blue line. Good help from Pilling to keep it inside the zone. Looking for Dunn down low. Go back up top instead to Cootes. Blue line to Mertka. Mertka to Cootes. Back to Mertka at the line. Back to Cootes. A one-time blast. That one blocked outside the right post, and it's cleared down ice by the Royals. T-Birds power play down to 30 seconds as they're changing out behind the Victoria net. Bowett almost stole it away. Trying to get it off the stick of Jared Ross, but Ross gets it to center ice. Here comes Boehm onside left wing. Knocked off his stick by Popple. Great play by the young T-Bird defenseman. Pushed it back up ice. Here's Kipke at his own blue line. Left to right to Wilson. A headman feed for Reshny. Couldn't handle the puck as he got to the Seattle line. Cumby will play it. Left to right in the Seattle zone, Popple. A headman feed stolen by the Royals and getting hammered by the Royals. Go skate 5-on-4. As the puck dropped at the circle, jammed by Murtka. Kick free to the corner. Bounces off the side of the net. Hartman knocked it down. Lazowski will sweep it back up top at the point. Kipke goes across. Gets it back on his stick at the top of the zone. Fires a shot on goal. Pad save made by Radslap. Back up top it goes to Kipke's stick. Almost fumbled it out. Got it to Isagai. Drop it back to Kipke. Feed it left circle. Shot on net. Tipped away on that chance by Trembecki. Jam to the wall and Cootes intercepts. Looking to break up ice. Loveson. Right wing. Spins on the half wall as he's by himself. Deepers are changing behind the play. And Victoria center ice. Big hit by Cootes on Matthews along the near wall. Steals the puck. Here comes Pilling. He'll drive the net. Sweeping backhander off the glove. Left post save made by Krause. He'll knock it down. And Victoria will get the puck out to center ice. But that hit on the chance up ice that Cootes delivers. Now Gallant delivers a big hit down low. And just a goal for Simon Loveson. Seattle wins the face-off. Murtka behind his own net finds it. Uses the glass to clear it. Pass up. Puck still sitting in skates. Comes back to the point. Kipke. He'll work it. Trembecki. Back to Kipke up top. Looking for Isagai on the near wall. Isagai takes it down low. Now reverse it back up top to Kipke. Across left circle. Trembecki. Work it back to Kipke at the blue line. Shot deflects over to the stick of Trembecki and kicks up the wall. Keepers can't jam it out. Held in at the point. Dumped to the corner. Gallant trying to keep it tied up. 30 on the power play. Royals work it back top of the zone. Trembecki goes blue line. Stolen by Seattle. Here comes Cootes the other way. Short-handed. Breaks in. Gets hooked. Shot off the pad. No penalty. The play goes on. Royals get the puck. Keepers Seattle Thunderbirds. Off the face-off the Royals. Kipke. Work it down the left wing boards into the Seattle zone. Radslap behind his own net to play it. Flicked it to the far dashers. Knocked down by Reshny. Fed it to Isagai. His shot high off the glass. Kicks back to Kipke. Couldn't hold the line. Work it back to center ice with 9 seconds on the clock. Isagai trying to work it back on side right wing. Looking to drive the net. Broken up by Hartman. Chipped back up top. Royal shot on net. That one tipped away in front. And that'll do it. 15th. We're underway. Period 2. T-Birds have it at their own blue line. Murtka will chip it up the right board. Looking for his captain, Cootes, but it's knocked down by Victoria. Verhoff will work it up ice. Tipped into the Seattle line at Pilling's stick along the near boards. He'll feed it across left to right to Murtka. His cross-ice feed hit assist on that shorthanded goal, but certainly had a hand in helping set it up on the face-off. And the T-Birds trying to jam it up the wall. Held at the line by Verhoff. He'll go right to left to Wilson. He'll fire to the net. Knocked off the traffic in front. Back along the near boards. Played behind the net by Reshny. He'll work it right side. Pressured there by Hartman. T-Birds get it to center ice. From the neutral zone. And taken down at the blue line was Martirana. And this is going to be a tossed off the draw. Jam back to the point. Verhoff will play it across the blue line right to left to Wilson. Working around behind the net, out the right side. Dashers Moore. Put it behind the T-Bird net. Puck comes to Moore behind the Seattle goal. He'll skate it out on the half wall. Work it back to the point. Spins against pressure by Pilling. Work it top of the zone to Verhoff. Verhoff looking to get to the net. Shot went wide off a stick after it. Murtka. Flick it up the wall, but out to center ice. Cootes. He'll get the puck on side, slows it down, works to the trailer. Here comes Pilling, fires his shot, and he just missed. It may have been tipped. It goes up out of play. Of course, he gets the automatic game misconduct that goes with that. Here's Newman up ice on side right wing against Cumby's pressure. Cumby tries to time up. It goes down low to Moore. He'll try to put it in front, deflected in the crease, jammed there and held in the crease. Great job by the Royals. Pickford. He jam it at the dot. Slap back to the high slot, out to center ice. Parmer will get it to Riley. Popple blasted in. And behind the play, Popple paid the price, took a big hit. The Royals back in their own zone, fall down with the puck, get it to center ice to Pickford. Penalty just about over. It is now. Holberton's out of the box. T-Birds have killed off the major penalty, and they have the puck at their own blue line. Chipped up the wall. Held at the point, driven to center ice by Seattle. Good push out to center ice by Holberton. Fryer works it back on side right wing. Riley jams him off the puck. Holberton's got it behind the T-Bird net. Work it out to center ice to Cootes. Trying to feed it up ice for Parmer. Intercepted by the Royals. Riley gets it back. Trying to feed Cootes. Too far out in front. So Fryer back in his zone for Young. Stolen at center ice by Seattle. Flip free in the neutral zone. Fryer has it. He'll skate onside, runs into traffic, and comes period 2 here at the Accesso Shore Center. The puck loose at the circle. It's taken out of the zone by Seattle. Gallant. A headman feed to Cootes. Onside left wing. Looking for the trailer. Gets tied up at the line. And Pilling late getting there to keep the puck onside. T-Birds will dump it, tag up. But Young will play it for Victoria. Knocked down by Martirana. Takes a shot on it. Pads it. Rebound. Pilling. Oh, he doesn't take the shot. He sent it across to the far wall. T-Birds getting too cute. From the point, the shot blocked off that chance by Gallant. Kept in by Cootes. Fed it in front. Intercepted by Young. He'll clear to center ice. Dumped back in by Seattle. That's 15 saves in the period for Ratzlaff as Murtka has the puck on his stick. He'll chip it out. Bounced over the stick of Martirana in the neutral zone. He'll get back on it. Shoves it ahead. Looking for Hartman. He can't get the puck on his stick. Rolls back to the Seattle line and played there by Pilling. Martirana trying to get it ahead to Cootes, but they couldn't make connection on that feed. It's dumped out all the way into the Seattle zone. Murtka racing back to get it. He'll jam it behind his own net for Hartman. Avoids pressure by Moore. Up the far wall and out to center ice. Seattle. Pilling. Dumped it onside, and this could be an icing call. Now they wave it off as Cootes hustles to tie up Miskey behind the net. Cootes trying to work it out from behind the net. Look to center in front. Hit Pilling on that feed. Goes blue line. Knocked down, but unable to hold it. It was Riley. It was a bouncing puck. Here comes the Royals. Lazowski will dump it in on net. Shoved aside at the near post by Ratzlaff. T-Birds trying to work the puck out. Off the bench, Young. The Royals will hold it in. Played behind the net. Royals work it back out in front. Broken up by Seattle. Still jammed. Babe fed in front. Hit a traffic as from Becky trying to get a shot off. Couldn't. Trying to curl back in front. Trying to sweep it across. Stolen by Pilling. Got it to center ice. Off the glove of Young. All the way back. 2 minutes to go here in the second. A 1-1 game. It's dumped behind the T-Bird net. Murtka has it. And he'll just bang it down ice. Thought about stretching it to Cootes. Cootes races to a loose puck as the goaltender misplayed it. Cootes trying to dump it on net. Trying to feed Loveson. Intercepted by Newman. Worked it around the far wall for Bain. To center ice. Knocked away by Cootes. Murtka back to plate in his own zone. Harassed by Verhoff. Throw it up the wall. Knocked down on the Royals blue line Miskey. He'll work it to the left point. Lopinen works it down the half wall. Try to go back up top. Hit a stick. Kept in by Miskey. Feeds it left to right. Verhoff shot to the net wide. Lopinen's got it. 5 with a power play. Blue line Royals. Left to right. Verhoff has to settle it down at the near circle. Try to go across the zone. It's tipped away by Murtka. Ends up behind the net. Out of the box is Martirana. Royals keep the puck on side to Verhoff. At the blue line skating right to left. Work it across. Miskey down the near boards now. Gets it back up top. This shot deflected at the top of the circle. Royals get it. With a minute to go in the period. The shot by Boehm to the net. Blocked by Seattle. Jam to the corner. Tied up on the wall. Back up top. Verhoff. On the near wing boards. Centering pass stolen by Seattle. Hartman will skate out to center ice. Looking for Cootes coming on side. Couldn't. Ready to drop the puck and underway here in period 3 as Hartman will play at the Seattle blue line. Chip it forward for Pilling. Try to flick it in. Deflects back to him. He'll dump it on side. The Royals quickly clear it out. It's flipped into the Seattle zone. Ratzlaff behind his own net to sweep it out the far wall off the glass. It bounces to Cootes. Shoved to center ice. Martirana, Murtka. He'll work it up ice, dump it in. Krause behind his own net, couldn't get a stick to it. Verhoff trying to work it out the far wall. Takes a big hit in the corner. T-Birds knock it down at the top of the zone with it. Given away by Hartman and picked up by Cootes on the wing. He'll throw it down below the goal line. Martirana work it back up to Hartman at the left point. Left to right. Murtka. Shot to traffic and a stick went wide. Martirana will chase it back down low. Try to work it back to the top of the zone. Intercepted by Reshny, and a great job by Martirana to strip him off the puck at center ice. Murtka finds the puck and dumps it in. Royals quickly back the other way. Trembecki gains the line. Work it off to his left. Isekai fires his shot in the glove and held. Tied up by Martirana. Cootes trying to dig it out for Pilling, but the Royals get it to center ice. Played on side. Trembecki shot on net. Save. Rebound popped up in the air off that chance. Cootes will work it ahead. Martirana deflects the puck, but not out. Kept on side by the Royals. Isekai tried to feed the front of the net. Keepers knock it away. Still loose. Picked up by Reshny. Drop it back. The shot. Score. And the get it is Lazowski. His speed will negate the icing. He's tied up by Galanto as Charter comes back to get it for Seattle. Flipped up the boards and out to center ice. No, stolen back by Lazowski. Fires his shot high off the glass. May have been tipped and it goes out of play. It'll be a feign, doesn't stop anybody. Here's Wilson for the Royals. Left wing for Isagai, knocked away by Murtka. Flip it behind his own net, knocked down by Oreshny. Centering pass to the doorstep. Came all the way back out to the blue line. Wilson will keep it on side. Dump it behind the Tiber net. Cootes chases it for Seattle. Shove it ahead to the wall. Comes off the boards. Isagai tied up by Murtka. Isagai jammed in the skates. Dug out by Cootes. Cootes works it over to his right for Martirana. Look to put it to center ice to Pilling. He'll flip a backhander in the glove of Verhoff, who worked it back the other way. Racing back to his own blue line is Hartman. Being harassed by Trembecki, chipped it out to center ice. Martirana deflects into the Seattle, goes for a change. Royals out from behind their own net. Young will dump it ahead to center ice to Moore. Broken up at center ice by Cootes, and then he tripped up the Royals player Young coming into the Seattle zone, and the Royals are going to get another power play. Either shot on net, pad save, dumped to the side of the net by Ratzlaff. Verhoff behind the net is out of the box is Cootes. Battle for the puck. Boehm takes it. Try to center in front. Bouncing puck. Still loose. Shot went wide on a deflection by Lopinen. And Cootes trying to get the puck out to center ice does. Skates to the neutral zone. Works his way on side right wing boards. Stripped there by Boehm. Trying to keep the puck in is Loveson, but couldn't get the puck in deep. More to Lopinen at center ice. Played into the Seattle zone on the near wall. Boehm races to get it, but a shot short side, and it went wide and tipped out of the zone by Seattle's Dunn. 8 minutes remaining in the contest. Royals without the puck in the zone. Dunn a headman feed, instead ices the puck. Puck tied up at the circle. Quick shot high off the glass. Beavers can't clear the zone. Another chance for Riley. Kept at the point by Kipke. Tied up. Dunn took it off the stick of Pickford out to center ice. Seattle played it 3 times, and with just 5:47 to go, the T-Birds trailing by 3. Need to get some pucks on net. Only 7 shots in the period for Seattle. It's flicked in by Martirana. Kraus behind his own net to play it. Gave it away behind the net. T-Birds trying to work it in front. It deflects off a stick to the top of the zone. Well, once again, the goaltender misplays the puck behind his own net, but he gets a fortunate break there as the puck coming up from the goal was deflected. Here's Cootes working his way up ice onside into the zone with Pakash. Cootes trying to dive under Miski. Takes it down low below the goal. Trying to dig it out and work it back in front. Pakash tied up in the corner. Trying to flick it free as Martirana. And the puck comes up the wall, and the blue line knocked down by Seattle in the slot. A chance for Cootes. His shot hit a stick and goes up out of in. And played by the Royals. Newman down behind the Seattle net. Actually, that's Matthews, 26, who tied it up. Hartman will flick it behind his own net. Gallant will get it to center ice. And there's Pilling taking a shift for Seattle. Trying to deflect it onside for Cootes, but getting to it first is Miski. Dumped to center ice. Hartman trying to play it back ahead to Cootes. It deflects off him back to the Seattle line. Cootes back in his own zone, being chased by Moore. Takes it up the left boards and trying to get the puck out to center ice to Pilling. Drop it on the stick of Cootes. Onside with Martirana. Fires a shot in the glove and held by Kraus on the doorstep, but tapped away, and then the Royals go the other way in transition and get the goal from Lazowski that made it 3-1.